So I gave myself bangs the other day, as you can see, and I was feeling pretty proud of myself, thinking it was pretty cute. Then, as I was getting ready for bed, I put my hair back and put my glasses on. I'm Dwight Schrute. Now I'm even more proud of myself. Hello again! So last week on my week off, I decided to do something I actually haven't done in quite a while, and that is doing some in-person thrifting. I live in a small town, and when I go thrifting too often, I don't really allow the shops a chance to replenish their merchandise. But last week, I set aside some time and explored all the thrift shops in town, and for the first time in a really long time, I got super lucky. Lucky in the sense that I found a lot of great pieces that I'll be able to work into my wardrobe, and lucky in the sense that England's about to head into its second official lockdown and everything will be closed for at least a month. But better safe than sorry. So today I'm going to show you all the pieces that I found, as well as do a little lookbook and show you how I plan on styling them. Now, unintentionally, the pieces that I got sort of fall into three major categories. The first is dark academia, the second is Wild West inspired, and the third is general vintagey vibes, including an amazing true vintage piece I found. So stay tuned. Oh, good morning. Good morning to all cats. So let's get into it with the first section. So this first category is dark academia. It's basically an aesthetic popular with the young folks these days that romanticizes the pursuit of knowledge. It's very earth tones, very classic collegiate style, dusty old books, marble statues, all these Pinteresty photos you see around me. I like the vibe, to be sure, though I only dip my toe in it every once in a while, but I found a lot of stuff that will go into it perfectly, so maybe I'll be exploring it more. This is actually my one morsel of knowledge I actually can contribute to the dark academia field. The reason why academia has this very classical sort of structured look is that up until the 60s, most universities had a dress code that was pretty strict and required suits and ties and a very professional type look. And that's why these things are all popular in this look. The more you know. So the first thing I have in this category is this brown blazer. Now, if you ignore the very 1970s inspired lining to this, it's just a really nice fitted coat. It's actually from Topshop, which I normally wouldn't shop at, but getting it secondhand ain't no problem for me. So for this look, I'm doing quite a girly version of the dark academia vibe. So I'm pairing this brown blazer with a vintage silk top in this cream color, which I got thrifting on a different occasion, putting that with this gray skirt, which I think is kind of preppy. I stole this from my sister many years ago, so sorry Erica if you're watching and wondering where the heck that skirt went. It's here in England. Come get it if you want it. I'm adding a black belt for a bit of detail at the waist and pairing it with some simple black tights and black school shoes. Please excuse the run in my tights. This is the pair of black tights I have that has the smallest hole. There are no pairs that have none, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. So the next look in this category is going to be a bit more menswear inspired. I found two pieces of clothing that will go really well with this vibe. First is this white collared top. The shirt itself as a whole is whatever, but what really caught my interest was this collar. I've sort of done the thing lately where I've just collected a ton of dresses and I've sort of neglected this separate part of my wardrobe. So I'm really looking to get more layering pieces, more tops and skirts and stuff I can have a bit more fun with rather than just dress on dress on dress. So finding this sweater, which is just such a nice basic, but has a bit of detail to keep it interesting, was just the ticket. So putting these together for a more menswear inspired look, I pair it with some corduroy paper bag trousers, belt it, put on my glasses, and call it a day. Yes, the knowledge of nature and the knowledge of society, I am here for it. My gosh, it's so good. None of the philosophy textbooks I had were big enough really to convey this joke. But legitimately, should I not make this outfit? This is so cute. Snot Girl, if you're wondering what the comic is. So this next category is Wild West inspired. I found this incredible jacket that just gives me all of the right Annie Oakley vibes. It just really calls to mind for me those Wild West stage shows. I feel like I should be in a ghost town or Westworld. Gosh, what a perfect first season of a show that then went so crazy. So for this look, I decided to lean into these Annie Oakley vibes. Add a bandana for flair, one of my long skirts and some boots. Don't have cowboy boots, so please excuse me. And then pretend I am the sharpest shooter this side of the Mississippi. You know, Annie Oakley used to do this really cool trick where she used to shoot a target with the gun over her back using only a hand mirror as a way to aim. What a badass lady. Be rootin', be tootin', and by God be shootin'. But most of all, be kind. I need to stop this voice. Okay. Moving on. This next piece is kind of a curveball. When I saw it, it was so interesting. I had to have it, but if I'm going to be honest, I don't 100% know exactly how I'm going to style it yet. And that is this crazy skirt. Hope I can show this all right. So this is sort of a Cyberdog-esque early 2000s type brand. The shape of this skirt is giving me those Wild West vibes, but it has this crazy Dayglow orange details to it. So I don't really have anything Dayglow orange in my wardrobe, so I'm going to try to make this a Dolores season 2 of Westworld look, where she's taken nothing from nobody. So I'm pairing it with this lacy, undergarmenty type shirt, adding a belt, a little satchel, and I guess this is also kind of giving me Burning Man vibes, so here's some crazy shades. Obviously have a few more things to figure out look-wise, but what a cool skirt. It does give me the vibe. It's all about figuring out the rest of the outfit, right? Doesn't look like anything to me. This final category is general vintagey vibes. All the pieces that don't fit into a super defined category, but I know I can mix and match with my vintagey wardrobe as it is. So I found this sweet accordion pleat top. Collared shirts, they can be worked into almost any decade. This top is super flattering, and it has this really interesting sleeve detail where it bells out a little bit. For this look, I'm gonna pair this top with this interesting frock coat riding jacket-esque thing. It has a lovely shape to it, it's very fitted. The only thing is, it is a cat hair magnet. I paired these two together with some high-waisted trousers and some black derby boots to give that very rich I ride horses look. Go fetch me Bertram from my stables. I also used this beautiful vintage pin my aunt gave me for details, just to drive home the fact that I ride horses. I don't actually. I would like to, but you know, it always seemed like a rich person's sport. We have a saying in Eagleton, you don't kick a dressage horse after a failed pas de deux. This outfit as a whole is okay, the individual pieces are nice, but stay tuned, the next one is worth it. Now, I must admit I've saved the best look for last. First off, I've grabbed this very cute emerald green top. It's nice and stretchy at the top, so you can wear it either on top of the shoulders or off. It also still has its original tag on it, so it's pretty much brand new. And it's just a great basic piece that I know I'll be able to work into my wardrobe year round, which I love. And then the grand finale, I found this beautiful true vintage woolen folk skirt. It has beautiful green and red trim, and at the bottom of the skirt is this very sweet embroidery. Now, I did splurge a bit for this piece, as one of the charity shops in town absolutely knows what they have and charges for it, which is annoying. So this skirt I actually paid £35 for, which is a bit much, but for being 100% wool, that is invaluable to me in the wintertime. So I'm pairing this with the green top. This corset is actually made entirely out of thrifted materials as well. The red material was a curtain, and the lining is a bed sheet that I dyed with tea. It also has one pocket, which I'm trying not to let bother me. But I guess one is better than none. Us ladies aren't always gifted the luxury of pockets, so I'll take the one I have. But yeah, I love this outfit. I think it's super sweet. We made it. I had a lot of fun putting these outfits together this week, and clearly it brought something out in me because I couldn't help but try and make everything a joke. It's just the kind of gal I am. I'm not sure which one was my favorite. I really liked the first dark academia look, but this one, pretty hard to beat. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could like it. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. I upload new videos every Friday. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!